Yes, good morning. It is Monday morning here. This week is collaboration week at work. What does that mean? That means we got lots of people coming into work from different departments, and we're gonna collaborate and have meetings. Really, it's just like a fun time, but I don't go in today. I'm gonna go in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I will definitely need to do laundry tonight because I ain't got nothing to wear. Okay, let's see here. Today's a SpongeBob kind of day. A SpongeBob shirt. I don't know what I'm doing. Help. Alrighty, and also pants. Somewhere. I have pants somewhere. That's a shirt, and that's a shirt. Here's pants. Okay. Yeah. Morning. Good morning. Monday. Today's Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. It was such a beautiful day yesterday. Russ and I went out for brunch at the Nitty. And then we perused downtown. We just looked around. We walked up and down State Street. I'm not really sure how long State Street is. I think I'll look that up because we're kind of curious how long the walk is. We walked. We park at the Kohl's parking lot. Not Kohl's. Kohl's Center. Kohl's Center parking lot. And then, what do? We walk from there. I'm stuck. Come on, pants. Okay. We walk from there to the Nitty, which is like maybe half block away. City blocks, not country blocks. If you know, you know. And then we walked to State Street after we were done eating at the Nitty, which is another half block. And then we walked up, all the way up State Street, all the way down State Street. We did not go around the Capitol. But I was thinking, like, so Madison could really use a trolley that goes from one end of the State Street up around the Capitol, back down the other to back down State Street. And people can, like, you know, they'll stop and get on. Come on, kitty. I really do have to pee. Kitty, I'm gonna close the door. Come on. Hi. Meow. So anyways, I think that would be fun for, like, and they don't have to have a trolley out all the time. It could just be during the summer. Bless you. You know, because the winter time hardly anybody's downtown for long periods of time. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I gotta find my water bottle. Oh, you. Paw. Alright. Anyway, I was just thinking about that. Because Madison really is a beautiful city 6 months out of the year. Like, from early fall. Wait. Hold on. From late spring to early fall. And it's nice because then, you know, people are out, there's things to do. I'm sure there's things to do in the winter if you like winter activities. It's the whole getting to the car and getting to the place in the snow and the cold and stuff like that. That's what makes it bad. Hi, kitty. I don't have any treats. Sorry. Yes. All right. Well, anyways, I'm going to get on, get some water. And, yeah, we're just going to collaboration week at work. Should be good. Should be good. Let me tell you why Unbrush does not make their brushes in like a harder material other than plastic. It's so that when you break, you have to buy a new one. Duh. I'm in the kitchen right now because I want to detangle my hair here. I forgot a towel. A towel is needed because of the wet. Duh. Anyways, I want to do it in the sink because in the kitchen because of the spray nozzle, and it just really gets deep water into my hair. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. I'm tired still. Like, I'm sleepy. Yesterday, I said we walked up and down State Street and I forgot to ask how long, or I forgot to find out how long. So I will find out, but I'm going to detangle my hair first thing this break. So this is pretty obvious for people who are very aware of what they're eating and care that much to keep track. But here's what I do. Here's what I don't. Not always. And, I'm sure people are like, well, that's why you're thin. Yep. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying. Doesn't matter. Anyways, what do I gotta say here? I am noticing, and this is, like I said, very obvious, that I do feel less sluggish and bloaty, when I eat better. Duh, right? Okay, why do I keep doing it to myself? Because sweets are just so delicious. Also, they're addictive. Sugar is an addictive substance. It is, and I know this because that's what my doctors have told me. Nutritionists have told me. It's scientifically proven that sugar, caffeine, things that are naturally in foods that are bad for you, is an addictive substance. And so if you have an addictive personality or trait or whatever, hold on. It's harder to withhold. It's harder to abstain, to not eat those foods. It's harder to stay away from those things that are bad, technically bad for you. Now, also on the same note, moderation. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Even if you're a smoker, everything in moderation. Now, while smoking is not really the best for you at all, and you could probably do without, I find it funny that there are people in there. The fuck? 3, 2, 1. God. I put it in for a minute. I find it funny that people who smoke like a pack a day, some of them live to be like in their 90s, late 80s and 90s and stuff. And while they might be hacking up a lung, they're still alive. But then you have people who are so health conscious, they don't eat anything bad, no processed whatevers, constant exercising and all that. And they drop dead in their 50s. Figure it out. Why does it affect some people more than others? I don't know. Why is my older brother so skinny and have all the metabolism and I've got none of it? Why does my half brother, why can he lose weight? I mean, he does on an extreme diet. But if I tried it, I might lose some, but not a whole lot. Okay, so yesterday I was going to wear shorts. Not yesterday, Saturday. I was going to wear shorts out. But, like, it was warm enough. I was wearing my tights underneath the shorts. But I think the tights underneath the shorts caused it to be too constricting. So I was not comfortable. We went out to Red Robin, even though we wanted to go to like Applebee's, but Applebee's was closed at like 8. Why? I don't know, because they're supposed to be open till 11. Anyway, we went to Red Robin. We were in Fridays right next door to Red Robin, and they were closed too, which is crazy. Like, it's Saturday night. Why are you closed so early? Anyway, I digress. What do I got here? It's some leftovers. I'm out of rice. There's like chicken. I got not chicken, this is pork. I got sweet sour pork. It's a pork stir fry with apricot preserve sauce. A pineapple apricot. I love when I find the little pineapple chunks, which I think are gone because I don't have any in here. Anyways, let's eat lunch together. I gotta do laundry. Here's your pineapple. See? This chunk. Oh, it wasn't a pineapple. I don't know what it was. Oh, no. Thanks for eating with me, but I gotta go. I believe, well, first, I'm on my last break, so I still have to go back to work, but I believe that there are specific words that are not nice words. They are derogatory words. But the words that are used, I believe, are only derogatory when they are used outside of that culture in which they are referencing. For example, the N-word. We hear the N-word being said by its culture in which it is referenced to all the time. We hear it, we see it. I don't say it, even though I technically could, but I'm not going to ever say that because I don't like it. I think it's a dumb word, and I don't think anyone should be using it. But that's just me. So the N-word for that culture. There are other words that describe the person or a culture or whatever that are also derogatory and racist or whatever whatever category you want to put the word in. That shouldn't be said either, but are also used amongst their own. Look, did you see the tail? Cat's in there. Oh, she went in, she came out. You didn't go. Yeah. So when she goes in, it recognizes it, senses it. But I digress. Oh, I know. Squeak. Go to the bathroom. She's like, I just didn't want to be recorded. I'll get a message. Anyways, so the other words that are used by racist and people and xenophobic and whatever other terms that I don't really know the real definitions to, are used, they use them against that culture. Whereas if that culture is using it themselves, it's okay. So I think like certain words just belong to people, to groups of people now. I think. I don't really know if that's what I think. The words. And I'm like, I'm sure people are like, nobody can own words. Well, I think people can own words. I think that it's just correct. If you use the word gay, are you calling somebody gay, or the slurs, other slurs, that I think in certain circumstances, it's okay for that group of people to use the slur, but maybe don't. Hold on. So there's ethnic slurs, there's also sexual slurs that I just think would be better off not being used, but if they are being used, they should only be used by those specific people. Like those within those circles. It's like when people are like telling white people that it's okay. When the black people tell white people it's okay, they can use the N-word or whatever. Or like they get their invited to the barbecue or something, you know. And like they get a pass. I just don't think that slurs in general should be used, but maybe it's just okay within the cultural setting. I don't know. I'm not gonna use any of these words because they make me feel icky. And I don't like to feel icky. Nobody likes to feel icky and sticky and whatever else rhymes with icky. Alright, I'm just eating some more of this leftovers because I'm still a little hungry, but, you know, no rice this time because I'm out. I'm out. As I said earlier, I'm out. Well, I'm not out of rice. I have rice, but I don't have any cooked rice. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So I'm here now. I'm going to go back to my desk and work in just a moment. Another day of everyone and their grandma calling for God knows what reasons. And then I get yelled at because you didn't open a letter sent to you. So this person pays off their policy, or at least they think they do. We did not enter all the numbers correctly. So we got a denial a few days later. After the processing has processed their EPO, the payoff letter goes out. So that happened. Oh, your policy's paid in full. But then a few days later, we get a denial from the bank. Policy's not paid in full. So, we have to send another letter, which we did, saying, oh, I'm sorry, policy actually is not paid in full. Well, it's up to that person to open their mail and make sure everything is good. She said she was expecting a refund. So why wouldn't you open a check or a policy, an envelope that you think might have a check in it? But she didn't. And because she did not see that the payment she made actually didn't go through. Your policy is not paid off. You need to either continue with your premiums or get us another payment. Since she didn't do that, her policy ended up lapsing. So when she went to go do taxes or whatever, she sees the envelope. She's like, oh yeah. And she looks at it. She's like, wait a minute. How am I not paid off? And so she calls in. She asks for a supervisor, of course. Because, now her policy requires reinstatement. One moment. Her policy requires reinstatement, which is a form and back payments. So she has to pay 3 months back payments because she didn't open this letter. Yeah, 3 months. That's right. She had a letter that we sent to her in January. She had this letter, and it's not our fault that she didn't open the letter. If she had opened the letter, this would have been taken care of, and then there would have been no issue. One moment. So look, especially if you were expecting a refund from a company, you should check your mail. Okay? It is not our fault that you did not check the mail. And I'm sorry, it's very frustrating. I get it. But we have to reinstate. You're going to have to pay more money. It's just, it is what it is. And had you looked at the mail, this would not be an issue. So I hope, because they're supposed to be getting a call back. They were supposed to get a call back.
Your front load washer is done.
You're supposed to, she was supposed to get a call back, but apparently she didn't. She probably did, but didn't answer. Tabby, which is one of our boss ladies, our team lead, was going to call her back. I'm like, email's not required. I'll call her back. I'm like, oh, already sent. Anyways. We'll call her back. It's frustrating. Just open your mail. I gotta pee. I wonder if I'm boring my husband. Because I'll tell him stories. And instead of getting right to the point, I tell him the whole story. Details. That's what makes a good story. Details. But I think I'm boring him because he just jumps to the conclusion. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. Because there's important details that I want to tell him. I think I'm boring him. I have to talk to him though. Tell him about my crazy lady. Evening. It's 8:50. So the food we had in our house, we did have a pound of ground turkey. Now we don't have any ground turkey for tacos tomorrow. But I used it anyway. Usually Russ will pick up taco supplies on his way home from work on Tuesdays. Even if we have taco supplies. Right, Kitty? Taco supplies? Yeah. I did my laundry. Yay. It's right here. I am so tired. And I don't want to dig through here I don't want to put my clothes away because I'm so tired. I've been tired since like Saturday when we went out, or Friday even. I don't know. Tired all the freaking time right now. We like this sweatshirt, whatever. But I cannot wear it for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're supposed to have visitors in the office, so I need to look more business casual than casual. Some of these clothes did not dry all the way, like these pants. So I'm going to hang them up. Hopefully they dry, overnight. So some of the clothes didn't dry all the way, not because we have a crappy dryer or something. Our dryer is great. It works just fine. It's because I don't separate my clothes. So it used to be back in the day before current technologies we have to make it so that your clothes don't bleed when washing them. That just means that the colors get transferred to other clothes. Anyways, it used to be you had to separate your whites from your darks and your jeans from, whatever else. So I don't do that. I don't do any of that anymore. Honestly, I didn't really ever do it to begin with. Laziness, that's why. I didn't see the point. I didn't care. I don't buy clothing that requires special washing instructions because I just can't be bothered. Okay, I want to throw my clothes in and then that's it. Throw my clothes in at the same time. Be done. I don't want to have to do 4 different loads when one could be enough. So yeah. I bought satin these hair ties because you want satin because then they won't stick in your hair. This is supposed to be better for your curls or whatever. So if I want to do like a messy bun, use a satin or I use one of those the ones that are look like a keychain thing. See, and then you can just take it out real easy. These ones I just got, so the stretch on them is still very, very new. Okay, so anyways, like I was saying, some of my clothes got dry, some of them didn't get all the way dry. So I'm going to go through and just find the ones that aren't all the way dry, and we're going to hang those up. So like I found a pair of pants, and I'm just like, this is fine. Yeah, I'll just go through them and figure it out. This is my new shirt. This is my new shirt. I was wondering where this was. I knew I wore it. You ever do laundry and you're just like, where's that? And then you do the laundry and you're like, oh, there it is. Because you forget that you have a lot of clothes. Alright, well anyways, like I said, I'm too tired to put my clothes away, so I'm gonna go through all this. It's not even 9, and I'm about to go to bed. So I am tired. Thanks for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so get your tacos. Talk to you tomorrow. Toodles.
Hey, that's something everyone can enjoy.